Hello everyone, this is Imtiaz Begum, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, Government First Grade College, Chikbalapur. Today I am going to take session 17 of Employee Welfare and Social Security of 5th semester BBA, Bangalore North University. So under that we will discuss intramural welfare activities and extramural welfare activities. So in the previous class, we had discussed about labor welfare programs, that is statutory and non-statutory. So statutory welfare programs includes those which are being provided by the law. They are compulsory facilities that every organization has to provide to their employees according to the Factories Act of 1948 or Plantation Labor Act 1951 or Mines Act 1952 and Motor Transport Workers Act 1961. And then next we discussed about non-statutory labor welfare programs, which are voluntary programs or welfare measures that are being taken by the employer or the trade unions in the organization. Next is learning objective of the chapter. This chapter aims to provide an understanding of labor welfare programs such as intramural and extramural welfare activities. Session outcome: the student will be able to understand labor welfare programs such as intramural and extramural welfare measures or activities. Now, intramural welfare activities. So, intramural activities means all those amenities and services which have been provided by the employer to the employee inside the factory. They are: first one, providing drinking water facility. At all the working places, safe, hygienic drinking water should be provided. Next we have is facility for sitting. In organization, a proper sitting arrangements must be provided. Next we have is first aid appliances. First aid appliances are to be provided and should be readily accessible so that in case of any minor accidents or initial medication can be provided to the needed employee. Next we have is latrines and urinals. A sufficient number of latrines and urinals are to be provided in the office and factory premises and are also to be maintained in a neat and clean conditions. Next we have is canteen facility. Cafeterias or canteens are to be provided by the employer so as to provide hygienic and nutritious food to the employees. Spittance. In every workplace, such as warehouse, store places, in the dock area, and office premises, spittance are to be provided in convenient places so that nobody spits on the roads or wherever they feel like. They have to make use of the spittance so that it can be maintained the hygiene of the organization. Next we have is lighting. Proper and sufficient lighting must be provided for employees so that they can work safely during the night shifts as well. Next, washing places. Adequate washing places such as bathrooms, wash basins with taps, and taps on a stand tap are provided in the port areas in the vicinity of the workplaces. In some cases, if an employee works in the dirt, they can wash the clothes and keep it dried. So, therefore, a proper washing facility should be provided. Next, we have is changing room. Adequate changing rooms are to be provided for workers to change their clothes in the factory areas and office premises. Adequate lockers must also be provided to the workers to keep their clothes and belongings safely. Next one, restrooms. Adequate number of restrooms must be provided to the workers with provision of water supply, wash basins, toilets, bathrooms, so on. So these are some of the intramural activities which are being provided within the organization or within the factory. Next we have is extramural welfare activities. Welfare amenities or activities outside the establishment are called extramural welfare activities. So under that, first we have is maternity benefit. So maternity benefits are provided to the women employees and are entitled to maternity leave for 12 weeks, 6 weeks before and 6 weeks after the delivery. In addition to cash benefits, a women should be provided maternity benefit. Next we have is social insurance. Under that, it has been classified as providing gratuity, pension and provident fund to the retired employees. So gratuity. This is another type of retirement benefits that is being provided by the employer to the employee either on retirement or at the time of physical disability and to the dependents of the deceased employee. Gratuity is a reward to an employee for his long service with his present employer. Next, pension. So, pension, the government of India introduced a scheme of employee pension scheme for the purpose of providing family pension and life insurance benefits to the employees of various establishments to which the Act is applicable. The Act was amended in 1971 when Family Pension Fund was introduced in the Act. Both the employer and the employee contribute to this fund. Contribution to this fund are from the employee contribution to the Provident Fund to the tune of 1.5% of employee wages. This scheme is also for the payment of lump sum amount to the employee on the death or at the time of retirement. Next we have is Provident Fund. The Provident Fund is the benefit that is being provided according to Family Pension Fund and Deposit Linked Insurance Act 1952. So, this facility provides security and social risk, and this benefits enable the industrial worker to have better retired life. The benefit is meant for the economic welfare of the employee. Next, we have is medical facilities. So, as we know, different types of medical benefits or facilities will be provided by the organization to the employees. This benefit shall be provided in the form of outpatient treatment, attendance in a hospital, dispensary, clinic, or institution, by visit to the home or the insured person, treatment as inpatient in a hospital or outpatient in the hospital. So these are some of the medical benefits like for the admission or without admission, as an inpatient or as an outpatient, or for regular checkups. The organization provides the benefits to the employee as well as to the family members of the employee. Next we have is educational facility. Organization provides educational facility not only to the employees but also to their family members. Educational facility includes reimbursement of fee, setting up of schools, colleges and hostels, providing granting aid to the other schools where a considerable number of students are from the children of the employee. Next we have is housing facility. Of all the requirements of the worker, decent and cheap housing accommodation is of great importance. The problem of housing is one of the main cause for fatigue and worry among employees, and this comes in a way of discharging their duties effectively. So most of the organization are located very far from the towns where housing facilities are not available. Hence, most of the organization build quarters near to the factory and provide cheap and decent housing facilities to their employee. So these are some of the. Next we have is recreational facility. Recreational facilities are also being provided to the employees for their happy mood or for the purpose of enjoying, like giving sports, games, so on. Next we have is holiday homes and leave travel facility. As a measure of staff welfare and in pursuance of government policy, a few large organizations established holiday homes at a number of hill stations, health resorts, and other centers with low charges of accommodation so as to encourage employee use these facilities for rest and for the purpose of pleasant enjoyment of environment. The next one we have is occasional training for dependents of workers. Along with providing educational training to the employees, the organization provides vocational training, soft skills training, or so on to the dependents of the workers. Transportation. Company provides convenience facilities to their employees from the place of their residence to the place of the work, as most of the industries are located outside the town and all employees may not be get quarter facility. Other programs are also being provided to the women, youth, and children. So these are some of the extramural welfare activities. Now we'll discuss the differences between intramural and extramural activities. Intramural, as I said, the activities or welfare measures that are being taken care within the organization. Extra is outside the organization. Within the organization, it includes providing latrine and urinal facilities, providing washing and bathing facilities, providing creches to the young one of the employees or women employees, providing rest shelters and canteens and cafeterias to the employees, making arrangement for drinking water, providing health services including occupational safety, and making arrangements for prevention of fatigue among employees. Extramural activities, providing maternity benefit to women employees, social insurance measures like gratuity, pension, provident fund, and rehabilitation facility, providing benevolent funds, providing medical facilities, including programs for physical fitness, gyms, and efficiency, family planning, and child welfare, providing educational facilities and housing facilities to the employees and their family members, providing recreational facilities like sports, cultural activities, library, reading rooms, and so on. So these are some of the differences between intramural and extramural activities. Now I have few multiple choice questions. So intramural welfare activities includes providing all the above facilities. Next, extramural, providing maternity benefit, social insurance measures like pension, provident fund, gratuity, medical facility. So all these things comes under extramural welfare activities. Intramural activities means all those amenities and services which has been provided by the employer inside or within the organization. Non-statutory welfare activities are voluntary welfare activities which takes place by the trade unions or by the employers. Non-statutory welfare activities are provided by the employer. Thank you very much for your patience listening. Thank you.